Hello comrades, welcome back to Hearts of Iron 4, a grand strategy game set right before World War II, where you play as a nation of your choice. Today we'll be playing as Communist China, and we'll be trying to get the achievements you see on screen. This will be a sort of a beginner guide, as there will not be any DLCs included, except the free DLCs you get pre-installed with the game. Alright, so let's start. As for the focuses, we will rush down the right side of this part of the focus tree to do exploit the weak neighbors, and then we can do whatever we want. But we want to do this as fast as we can, so that we get as much of northern China before the Japanese kick off the war. Factories can produce guns. Take the army, assign it under a general, then a field marshal, put a front line on the border with Shanxi, and draw an offensive line. As for the civilian factories, we will build a railway from the supply hub here to up here, and then one out here. For the research, we will go with the production, and then we'll go with better guns. Trade still with the Soviets. Put the speed to 5. And then pause. Alright, first focus is done. We can go straight to the next one. As well as you can take all of your divisions you have, press on this button and convert them to the division with the red symbol right here. This one is a weaker division, but we just need more men in field so that we can sneak around our neighbors. We have a gun deficit, but it does not really matter because you can outproduce it. And we will set some more divisions in training queue. With the first 100 political power, I will hire an army morale genius to get a ticking army experience. Alright, our next focus is focus on China and then into exploit the weak neighbors. Alright, with the research of guns complete, we will now put trains to research, as well as concentrated industry. Change out the guns you produce, put in new guns, put 2 factories on them, and leave one on the old guns to keep the efficiency. Alright, our next focus is exploit the weak neighbors. Alright, once this focus is almost done, what you wanna do is you want to go to Xinjiang and start justifying on them. Retake course, doesn't really matter which one you pick, just pick one of them and start justifying. The focus is now complete. Before we start the war, you can pick any of the focuses you want. I will go with the strengthening the Central Secretariat. Now you can declare war, put your army on aggressive and turn the battle plan. What you want to do is just want to sneak around them, don't let them do much. You have more troops than they do every time, so just snake your army as much as you can everywhere they can go. You want to capitulate them as fast as possible. Alright, Shanxi has capitulated. Annex all, and submit the bans. With your 3 factories, you can put the infantry equipment in production on 4 factories. Take the army you have, move them to the left side, and draw another offensive line. Now that we have spare guns, we can make a cavalry division, and we will do just that. Press on this button, go to create empty, and put just a few horses. You can put 1, but it does not really matter. Try to put them up here in the north, because you want to push them around the enemy's defenses. And declare war. Do the same thing again, just press the battle plan and start snaking with the horses. With the political power you have, you can hire an infantry expert for some extra attack. Now that you have research trains, you can start researching artillery. Go down here and press on this decision to get 15 civilian trains for only 5 stability. Alright, Shibe-sama has capitulated. Annex Seoul once again, and continue. Alright, our justification is ready. We will wait a little for our troops to get in place, and then we will declare. I recommend you rush down concentrated industry as fast as you can to get more guns produced before the Japanese attack you. With the military XP, you can start going down the mass assault doctrine to reduce the supply penalties. The army is now in place, we can declare war, and while we fight Xinjiang, we can start justifying on Tibet. Alright, Xinjiang has capitulated. Once again, we will go with Annex Seoul. Confirm and exit. Alright, eventually you'll get this decision. And what you want to pick is the bottom option down here, as we don't want to start a war, but we don't want an alliance with the nationalists either. Now that we have some extra political power, we can go to war economy. Once your artillery has researched, you wanna start researching anti-air as soon as you can. Now I'm gonna pick up a research slot from this focus, and then it's up to you if you wanna go down this path to get some stability, or if you wanna start doing infiltration already. You can start making military factories in your capital. Alright, our justification for Tibet is done. We will declare war, just put it on aggressive, and they won't have enough troops to man the border. And go Annex Seoul. Start production on anti-air. With the army experience we have, we will design a somewhat better division. We will make it a block of infantry and add 1 support artillery. Take all divisions we have and convert them into this template. Press Shift and left click to train them to level 3. Alright, you can start doing the infiltration focus, and while you do the focus, train up more of your army. Once this focus is done, you want to start infiltrating. You can ignore this province as it will be taken by the Japanese pretty soon. You can stop exercising your army and press on this button to prepare for war. Alright, we have declared war on China. We can press this button now and just sit back, and you don't have to do anything. As for the next focus, You can do invite foreign investors to get 2 civilian factories. Don't forget to give infantry expert to your general. For the next focus, it's really up to you, but I think I will go with anti-Japanese expedition. Alright, China has capitulated. Now, as for the peace deal, you wanna try taking all the coastal provinces you can, so that once you do fight Japan, they can't never invade you. Alright, we have majority of China now. There is only 2 provinces left down here, but we will focus on them later. As for now, we want to move at least 2 armies up to the north and then train up an additional army as port garrisons. For the focus, now you can do Proclaim the People's Republic and then Socialist Market Economy to get rid of the construction debuff. I did not even realize, but we have a lot of political power, so what you can do is just hiring whatever you feel like at this point. You can go down on extensive conscription, so that you get rid of these debuffs. Alright, Japan has started justifying on us. What I do recommend doing now, instead of making these divisions, is cutting out 1, so that we save on infantry equipment. What you want to do is take this army, the entire 24 that is, press on this button, press on this, and assign them around the port areas. Japan usually strikes down in the south and up here in the center. Japan has attacked us. They have landed here, but we can get rid of the divisions that have landed pretty fast. Clean up any Japanese pockets you may get. At this point you should have enough equipment to where you can convert these divisions into these ones. At this point what you can do is you can get rid of this, do a field marshal line up from the north down to the south, and all the way up here to Manchukuo and down into Korea. Don't start the battle plan yet, wait maybe 3 weeks. Alright, at this point you can just press the button and you don't have to do anything else. Alright, and that's it. With some luck from the USA, you should be able to invade Japan pretty easily yourself as well. Alright, so when it comes to what you want to take from the peace deal, you basically want to take all your core states, and then you can take whatever extra you want. Alright, and there you have it, comrades. That is how to unite China as Mao, win the civil war, get 100 factories, and do both of the achievements we said we're gonna do in this video. And I had almost forgot, one last thing we can do is we can press this button and move the capital to Beijing. Now that is truly it for this playthrough. Thank you for watching once again, and see you in the next one.